our society when they are alive, not in obituaries. Yani wacha niseme kwa Kiswahili, hatutasherekea watu wetu na kuwatambua kama wamekufa. Tutawatambua kama wako hai. Tutatambua kazi wanazofanya katika jamii wakiwa hai, kwa sababu hiyo inaweza kuongezea mwaka mwingine mmoja. I know the burden of serving as a leader from this county, and when you retire, you're retired. No one acknowledges you. Look at the work that is done by teachers. Our teachers who build, wale wanatoa ujinga ndani wetu, wanajenga msingi ya watu wakubwa. Yesterday I was talking to my mom, and just to realize she was one of the teachers of the Right Honorable Senate Speaker in Kamsinga Boys High School. But are they remembered? No. Does anyone remember them? No. Some of us as leaders, when we get up there, tukipata matope njiani tunawamwagia walimu hawa matope. And our teachers have gone back miserable. Some of them have ended up being drunks on the streets. Being a leader in this community, I have buried many teachers, and you look at their homes, no one values them. Their students come back, remember them when they're in coffins and caskets. That culture has to end today. Amen. Thank you so much for accepting to be here today. Thank you for accompanying the awardees. And celebrating and bringing back the culture of honor to our society. Amen. That we are going to lay a cornerstone, a foundation stone today, that I believe every other 3 years we will be honoring leaders in our community who have brought impact. And I believe ICMT, this being the first ever devolved awarding event in the entire globe. And our friends overseas, higher. That's all. You're gone. Wait for the 21 gun salute. That is changing beginning from Bungoma. And there's so many things, friends, as I finish, there's so many things that God has given us the ability to start and to found in Kenya from Bungoma. And some American one time said, Bungoma means yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We are transforming the culture of Kenya. We are transforming the culture and bringing back order to our communities, to our young people, where a young person can be seated on the chair and see an old man and say, Baba, come and sit. That is what we are bringing back. When our young women will be decent, knowing that I don't have to expose my body to earn respect. That is the culture we want. Where corruption will be a thing of the past. And we are committed to this. And I want to thank the UN envoy for giving us the award, Global Award. I got the first ever award that has never been given in Africa a few months ago. And the Honorable Senate Speaker was also a partaker of that and was given an award, a global award in Nairobi, at a big event in Weston Hotel. So I want to say,
Maria and the committee members, because he believes it is a game changer, exactly the way she has said. For the envoy, you might not be knowing how we do our things here, but strictly spot on, like she has said, we celebrate people when they die. If you come for a funeral of one of us, you will be surprised at how we shower flowers for the person. And we speak all the nice good things. But when you are still alive, it's not easy for someone to tell you that you have contributed this or you have contributed that. So I think for ICN to have found Bungoma a destination for this particular program Let us give the man with all the immense respect that he has. And he knows that is just the beginning of things. Because after he was given, now we have the awardees here. People we know. I'm not sure whether retired Judge Obidianga is here. Somebody who did the work here. But you, like Dr. Maria says, very few people recognize teachers. I was a teacher, but he recognized me, giving me an opportunity to serve his government as a chief officer is a huge thing. So he tells me, nimekutuma, nenda na ukienda kule, usiwe mtu wa maneno mengi. Sema tu mambo machache. Na uwaambie ya kwamba msimu wa siasa umeanza. Na yeye ni mpenda amani. Na ujumbe wake ni kwamba wakati huu wanasiasa wanapojaribu kuwafikia wananchi, tafadhali anawaomba msiende mkaleta vita katikati ya watu. Jicho limetolewa. Wengine utapata mzazi wako pengine anauawa. Kwa hivyo anasema kufanya siasa si vibaya, lakini tufanye siasa ya amani. Na yeye kama nambari 3 katika Kenya nzima, nambari 3, ana uwezo wa kufanya siasa ya kitaifa. Ana uwezo wa kufanya siasa ya kitaifa. Lakini amefanya ushauri mpana sana.
Appointed as a DC, I used to hear celebration in Ukambani about our Lieutenant DC, Maurice Mahama. He gave a whole chunk of land that today is seated, a prayer mountain that is being, is gathering people from all nations. He's the man and the leader who gave that particular land. And the son of this land. Outside there they celebrate him. When shall we celebrate him? So we are here. And let me say this as I talk about Ichange Nation briefly. Because I know some of you are wondering, what is ICN? What is Ichange Nation? It will honestly be a good thing for you to understand and in order to appreciate what we are going to do here in some few minutes. Ichange Nation was founded by His Excellency, Sir Dr. Clyde Rivers, with a sole mission of bringing back the lost art of honor by building a culture of honor that recognizes individuals throughout the world who have exemplified extraordinary humanitarian efforts to effectively change lives and change nations. We in ICN honor people and organizations that believe every life is valuable and that it is created to bring a contribution to the world. In ICN, nobody is a nobody. His Excellency Sir Dr. Clyde Rivers, being the founder and the president of Ichange Nation, is also the acting representative to the United Nations in New York for the Interfaith Peace Building Initiative, that is RPI. I believe Dr. Maria was saying UNNO. He is actually the Interfaith Peace Building Initiative representative in the United Nations and also in the Department of Public Information, the DPI. Sir Rivers is a World Peace Ambassador for Universal Peace Federation, which is in about 145 countries. Is the ambassador of this organization, and he also holds the special consultant status for Economics for the United Nations. Due to his global impact, Dr. Rivers has served at large as ambassador of the Republic of Burundi, actually the only American who has ever represented the interests of an African country that was in crisis. This is just to demonstrate to you what kind of leader Ichange Nation is proud to have.
End of the table was the Russian scientist Werner von Braun. And they all got their papers out, and they got their pens and pencils out, they got their notepads out, and they were ready to write down every single thing he said. They knew they needed resources, the technology didn't exist, the equipment didn't exist, and so they were ready to write down every single thing that he said. Who do we need on this team? Who do we need to oversee the project? They were ready to write down every single thing that he said. And so Kennedy said, what is it going to take to put a man on the moon? And he only said 5 words. Listen to this. The will to do it. The will to do it. What is it going to take for Kenya to celebrate the living instead of the dead? The will to do it. They got their notepads out, and they were ready to write down every single thing he said. They knew they needed resources, the technology didn't exist, the equipment didn't exist, and so they were ready to write down every single thing that he said. Who do we need on this team? Who do we need to oversee the project? They were ready to write down every single thing that he said. And so Kennedy said, what is it going to take to put a man on the moon? And he only said 5 words. Listen to this. The will to do it. The will to do it. What is it going to take for Kenya to celebrate the living instead of the dead? The will to do it. What's it going to take to celebrate the teachers and the leaders even after they're out of position? The will to do it. What's it going to take to recognize the women and gender equality here in Kenya? The will to do it. What is it going to take for us to double the size of this room and honor more people? The will to do it. Turn to the person on your right and left, look them in the eye and say, I have the will. I have the will. Listen to it again. Birds of a feather flock together. So now watch this. If we honor great people, and then they found great people to honor, and then you're here with those great people, then you must be a great person because birds of a feather flock together. And so I already know I'm in a room full of great people because birds of a feather, they flock together. And it takes a special kind of person to celebrate another individual. I always say that there's no such thing as a special occasion. It's not. A birthday is not a special occasion. Christmas is not a special occasion. Watch this. There's no such thing as a special occasion. There's only special people that make the occasion special. Because if you were by yourself on your birthday, would it be special? No. By yourself on Christmas, would it be special? No. What makes today special is the people in this room. And so I already know I'm in the room with some special people. And that's why I had to come and meet every single one of you. You know, I got a chance to go to Burundi and meet with the president, met with the first lady, looked at her Ubuntu Foundation, evaluated it, and she received the award.
Madame Ruth is not with us today. She has an event and she'll be coming to collect her award later. Next online is Edwin Wakoba. Karibu.
This is our hero. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes our hero. Unajua naambiwa kwamba hii celebration sijui imekufia wapi jamani.
Ichange Nations Youth Add Value Recognition Award presented to Edwin and Esther Mutonyi Wasu this November, Generational Leader. We, the governing body of Ichange Nations, hereby recognize you as a role model to the rising generation who will bring their values, culture, and ideologies to the growing nations around the world. Your diligence and fortitude to learn in an ever-changing system has allowed you to bridge the gap from the current and into our future climate and cultural resolutions. So that is the first award to Edwin Wakoba. So let's hear the bio of Esther.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you a champion of youth affairs, economic programs, and a great cultural ambassador.
Congratulations on being the recipient of the Ichange Nations Dr. Betty Speaks Ability Imprint Award. I, Dr. Clyde Rivers, President of Ichange Nations, want to thank you for serving in a way that brings hope, respect, and dignity to the lives of others. Your commitment to service is on display for the world to see. Your hard work and sacrifice is impacting individuals and at the same time making the world a better place. You have demonstrated countless selfless acts that serve as seeds.
May you continue touching lives. That is the essence of humanity. Anapovalishwa badge, tuweze kupongeza.
In a way that brings hope, respect, and dignity to the lives of others. Your commitment to service is on display for the world to see. Your hard work and sacrifices impacting individuals and at the same time making the world a better place. Planted in fertile soil, and because of your action, the world stands to reap a tremendous harvest. Therefore, it gives us great honor to present you with the Ichange Nation Dr. Betty Speaks Ability Imprint Award.
Tunasema ni asante sana. Asante kwa kukuza jamii, na Mwenyezi Mungu awezidi kukuzidishia afya njema unapogusa wasiojiweza. Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable tuweze kupatia mzee nafasi ya kupata zawadi peke yake.
Ichange Nations Distinguished Leadership Recognition presented to Priva Mkesa Toyo.
Haya, makofi ya mzee. Makofi ya mzee. Asante sana Bwana Toyo kwa kazi safi sana.
We, the governing body of Ichange Nations, hereby approve you to receive our Distinguished Leader Award. Congratulations towards your success on becoming a global influencer. Distinguished leadership.
Asante sana. Makofi yake ya pongezi tena. Naomba tusichoke jamani. This is the only way we can motivate our leaders. Asante sana.